China might be setting foot into an era of economic uncertainty as the democratic world doubles down on efforts to prevent Beijing from launching a military offensive against Taiwan. China claims Taiwan to be a part of the larger motherland, and Xi Jinping has not ruled out the use of force to ensure the reunification of the island nation. Any Chinese military action against Taiwan will upend the strategic realities that currently exist throughout the Indo-Pacific. It will be a wake-up call for countries in the region that the good times are over. To prevent China from invading Taiwan, the United States of America is preparing a package of economic sanctions. According to Reuters, the United States is considering options for a sanctions package against China to deter it from invading Taiwan. Deliberations over the content and scope of such a package are still in the early stages. The White House is currently focused on getting countries on the same page, including coordinating between Europe and Asia. At the same time, it wants to avoid provoking Beijing. Taiwan is also lobbying Europe to begin preparations for sanctioning China. If the West were to mimic the action that has been taken against Russia for its invasion of Ukraine and follow a similar course over China, the global repercussions could be tremendous. China is intertwined with the global economy in a rather complex manner. Its economic interactions with countries around the world are far more than what Russia's interactions were prior to the invasion of Ukraine. That means the effect of Western sanctions on China will be much more pronounced for the communist nation as well as for the world. China being blocked out of the global financial system, getting deprived of critical technologies and commodities, and its exports being targeted could very well cripple the country's economy. The threat of sanctions was not able to stop Russia from invading Ukraine. In fact, the outcome of sanctions on Russia might just prove to be an incentive for China to press on with its military plans against Taiwan. China, though, owes all its successes to its economy. It's the world's second largest economy, and naturally, it will take the threats of sanctions much more seriously. That's because sanctions could hark China's economy back by decades. The country's dream of replacing the United States as the world's largest economy will be shattered. A diminished economy would also greatly reduce China's strategic heft, definitely around the world, but more importantly, in the Indo-Pacific region. India would emerge as the biggest player of this region if the sanctions against China do work out as planned. China's economy can be brought to a grinding halt. Its plans of invading Taiwan, not so much. It is also possible that the threat of sanctions might postpone Beijing's plans for Taiwan. China might just begin concentrating its energies towards decoupling from the global economy, especially from the West. That would entail focusing on self-reliance and de-dollarization. Achieving self-reliance will take years. Will China wait that long to get a hold of Taiwan? Only time will tell. Do you think sanctions will deter China?